Alright, so here we go. We are coming up, we're approaching the time for 0 hour. The 0 hour live event. We are approaching that time, guys. And we're just going to be going over some leaks. We're going to be going over some new content that's going to be dropping with the start of this next season. We're going to have a little bit of gameplay. Hopefully, I can figure out any quality issues with this recording. There might be horrible quality for this video, I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to try and figure it out for the live stream that we're going to be doing tomorrow at 10, I'd say 45 a.m. Eastern. And, we're going to be playing through. We're going to be on early to make sure that hopefully we can get into servers. Hopefully everybody can get in. We don't have any server bugs this time, but, sometimes it's inevitable. But, we're going to be getting extra early to secure our spot, make sure that we can avoid those issues. I'm blessed to have the time to do that. We're going to be getting in, going early. We're going to be having fun. So if you want to come in and join into the live stream tomorrow at around 10:30 to 10:45 Eastern a.m. obviously. And we're going to be going through, we're going to be playing some Fortnite before the event, doing commentary, all those things about what we think is going to happen. And then, after that, when the event actually starts, I'm going to be going mute on the stream, and it is going to be completely live event, no commentary, none of that some of the other big streamers do with full commentary during the event. I'm not going to do that. If you want to just come in, have a good time, get the best angles that I can give, and watch the event at the best quality that I can provide to you here on the PC. We're going to overclock or whatever. I don't really know. We're going to figure it out. But, I'll give you the best quality I can give, best angles I can give, and no commentary so you can watch the live event like it was just you there. Watching it for yourself. But for this video, we're just going to be going over some leaks, things like that, getting excited for this new season. I think this event, if played out right, will be the best one Fortnite has ever had. And I think next chapter, don't kill me, okay? Don't cut my head off in public. I played chapter 1. I played chapter 1. I played chapter 2, right? I started this game in season 2. I think I got my first skin in season 2 as well. I did get my first skin in season 2, but I played the start of the game in season 2. I didn't get my first battle pass until season 5, but I would get small skins. Played this game for a long time, but I think this could be the best chapter ever. Honestly, I think it could be. It's up there. It's potential. It's got the potential to be one of the best we've ever seen. Starting off with the leaks. Oh, look at that. We got all the new cups. Starting off with our leaks, we're going to address the elephant in the room of having no battle bus. When I first seen the no battle bus leak, I'm thinking, oh, this is just like horrible. Fortnite has had a battle bus for however long, almost 8 years now. I mean, come on, why are we getting rid of the battle? But then I really thought about it. Ooh, we're lagging heavy when we first get into the game on recording. I see. We'll have to try and figure that out. Fix that. Hopefully we can figure that out because it's not lagging in game. But we're gonna do. Basically, what I'm going to say is that I just believe that there's no true way to go about this chapter than to get rid of the battle bus. And the reason being is because just recently I saw a leak of what is supposed to be what the new map, not necessarily what it looks like, but the graphics of our entry and all that. Honestly, I don't think the battle bus would fit, and I think it would kind of kill the aesthetic almost of the map. As some of you might already know, we will be getting a Hollywood / Nevada desert themed map. So a real life map like you would see like a GTA scene, and the graphics actually mimic that. If the graphics that I seen were accurate, they mimic that of a like GTA type scene almost, which I think would be astronomically, like, I think it would do great things for the game. I think that we've been in need of seeing what realistic Fortnite graphics would look like for a long time, because every other game is doing it right now. I'm not saying get rid of the cartoony graphics completely, eradicate it from the... I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying I think if we seen what it looked like, maybe we end up liking that better, and that could be a great thing for Fortnite, as, you know, we know the trends right now. We know the trends right now for Fortnite. They're not great. Oh, this guy's about to fuck me up. Yeah. Damn. Well, we see the trends for Fortnite, and they're not going great. Honestly, they're not going great. I think, though, that for this next chapter, I mean, for this event, I'm sorry. I would say for this event, servers are going to be slaying. Like, let's be honest. Servers will be slaying tomorrow. I would recommend getting in an hour to an hour and a half before the door opening time. So 1:28 p.m. Eastern. Get in like at least an hour before. At the very minimum, an hour before. Get on it at like 12:20. Honestly, get on at 12 p.m. Eastern. Get on at 12 p.m. Eastern. And the reason for that is because this event has been so hyped up. I mean, the trailer, have we seen that? That was insane. That looked like a movie trailer. That was wild. I think we see one of the best Fortnite events of all time right here. And I think we see one of the best Fortnite chapters of all time. Honestly, really, if you want to be there, make sure that, you know, you're loaded up, you got all your downloads, you got all that stuff going good, you got the best Wi-Fi connection I guess you can have at the time, you know what I mean? Honestly, that's what I'm worried about, is my Wi-Fi connection. So I'm getting on early. I'm going to try and make sure that I have the best possible connection to the game and all that I can, so we can get into the server and get into that game. To be honest and be 100% frank, I think that a lot of people are not going to like the battle bus change, and that we surf into the map, because another thing that comes along with surfing into the map is less selection on what locations you can drop into. There are some locations, like how on the battle bus you can just wait it out, there's some locations that will be physically impossible to reach from drop. They have announced that there will be some locations that you just will not be able to get to, and I'm probably dead. Oh, no, I'm not. They announced that there will be some well, I don't know if it was announced as much as the leakers strongly suggest. Oh, he's got range. I might be dead here again, guys. This must be a quick match again. No, we're just gonna sit here, but either way, he should be able to fry me unless I can get out of here. We have no build. This is why sometimes build mode is ideal. It's like, what do you do in this situation? You know what I mean? He's in the bush. But we'll just talk while he's holding us down. So honestly, I would say that we've got people are gonna probably want the battle bus back because of the nostalgia. They're not gonna like that they can't land wherever they want, but I think that overall it's gonna be good for the game. I think it's actually gonna be really good for the game. I believe that if everything goes according to plan for Fortnite, they're gonna make this the best chapter that they could have possibly made it this season. I also believe that oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, let's go. Outplayed. I'm gonna say that they're gonna make this a pretty insane event, and that the next chapter is gonna be pretty insane. I like the idea of the surfing into the map mechanic because the waves and the way the map looks very realistic, ultra realistic. Which I think will be good for Fortnite. I think it would be a good change of pace if they actually went through with that. I definitely believe that for some of the, like, what is it? What did they change that also people I've seen are not sure about? Oh, the drivable battle buses. I also think that it's a good idea, but I'm afraid of poor execution. Like, how exactly do you execute a moving battle bus in Fortnite? I mean, not battle bus, a moving reboot van in Fortnite. I've been talking about reboot van this whole time and I've been saying battle bus. How do you really do that? Like, because then there becomes the problem of, well, you can't make them indestructible because then people can just sit in them the whole game driving them around. You can't make them fully destructible unless you want to give players the option to just remove battle buses every match and destroy them before anybody can even get to them. And like, are you gonna make it to where you can drive it wherever you want? They only have a limited range. They have a limited time that you can drive them before they just auto return back and kick you out, and they'll just, like, I don't know, rift back to their original spawn point. This goes hand in hand also with the self-revive mechanic that's come to the game. I think that that would be really cool, honestly, a self-revive mechanic come to the game. But also, how are you going to execute that? I think it's been long overdue. Again, just worried about execution. Like, do we make self-revive, like, you come back as a cube ghost, and you got to make your way back to a reboot event, you got to have a certain amount of gold, blah, blah, blah. Or is it you find a kid on the ground, and when you die in solos, you just auto-respawns you like it would in Reload? Or is this only going to be a duos mechanic and you can only use it? It'll be like one of the things in your inventory that you can actually use while you're down. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of mechanical things that could go wrong that I'm just hoping go right, because if they do, it would be great for the game. Like, it'd be great additions to the game that have been needed for, I mean, let's be honest, a long time. Like, you can't tell me that there's never been a time in Fortnite where you're like, oh man, a self-revive would have really helped here. Like, that, you know, every game's been including selves. There's been so many games that include self-revives. And I just don't see why Fortnite hasn't until now, but I'm glad they're doing it now, type of thing. I just hope that everything is executed in a way that makes it actually be able to stay in the game and not have to get removed because of players being non-content with what Fortnite has put out to them. You know what I mean? Because nothing sucks more than a new mechanic being added and then it having to be removed because of how it was executed. So hopefully we just get to that point where they can execute well with new ideas that have never been added before. You know what I mean? I think that the new map, the LA theme map, is going to be crazy. I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for the new storm that they're introducing. The way that it's not going to be a circle. I think that that is going to be a game changer because everybody, I mean, especially for end games and competitive, I mean, let's be honest. If you just pay a little bit of attention, you can predict where the storm goes. If you stay calm in your end games, you should be able to win every end game when it comes to location. Like, this circle, let's say this was end game circle. We were on the last few circles. And let's say it's right here on Burns Manor. It's going to go here. See? And then it's going to close here. And then... Sorry, my cat. Stop. It's going to close here. Then it's going to close here. Then it's going to pull back over this way. And then it's going to pull back over this way. You know what I mean? It's going to pull here, 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 over and over again. It's going to just keep pulling, you know, opposite ways every single time. And you know where to go before it like, and it gets boring. Like, you know exactly where it's going to be at. Why would I, you know? So, I think that a non-circle storm definitely is going to be something that is needed. And I think it definitely will be a good, people will maybe not like it at first, but I think they'll learn to appreciate it because it's needed. You know, whether we want to accept it or not, it's probably honestly needed. You can't sit here and tell me you have no idea where the storm's going and the circle storm is completely unpredictable all the time and it's perfect. Because no, it's not. No, it's not. And some people will live and die on the hill that it's, you know, we shouldn't change a storm. I've seen a lot of people post on, not Instagram, Twitter feeds and say that they don't like it. I don't know why. People don't like the idea of just a little bit of difference, a little bit of change in the game, but we got to get over that because then we just start to be like, oh, everything Fortnite does sucks. You know what I mean? Like, and that just gets annoying. Like, some stuff is good, it's just different from what we remember. Like, it's just different from what we know. But I think that'll be a good mechanic for the game. I think in the long run, people will like it and they'll say it was worth it. Getting used to it at first. I don't know, maybe taking a few competitive L's. At the end of the day, though, I think Fortnite's headed in a good area. I think that the event's going to be insane. I think servers are going to be slammed out of their minds. I think this might be one of the most packed events of all time. And you know, I think that the new storm changes, the moving battle buses, you know, all that stuff, the new game mechanics, new all that, you know, new reboot vans. I think it's going to be really great for the game, and I'm really excited to see that come to play. I'm really excited. I think that it's going to bring people back to the game after leaving for a while. I'm not saying they left unjustifiably because it was getting pretty bad at one point. You know, the game was really falling off there for a little while, but I think lately it's actually been getting better, and I think this is what's going to push it back into that, like, prime Fortnite state. You know what I mean? I think this is going to be a game changer for Fortnite. Let me try and get this guy really quick. I don't really know what the move is here. I've kind of played myself into a not so great spot. You know what I mean? Kind of pinched in between a bunch of people. But I mean, honestly, I don't really have I don't really have much left to talk about total overall. I just feel like I've covered what I kind of wanted to cover. But yeah, tap into the live tomorrow. We'll be streaming again 10:30 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna be going into it. Remember, no commentary when the live. Oh shoot. No commentary when the live event actually starts. So we'll be doing a no commentary when the live event actually starts, so that everybody can watch it and judge it with their own opinions. You know, hear all the little things that are happening, the talking, the dialogue, all that. So yeah, don't worry about Any talking, if you come to my stream, don't worry about any of that. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. It'll only be talking before and after, you know, the event. But at that point, you know, you guys will probably just want to dip out, do your own thing, and wait for the new season to drop. But we'll be on until the new season drops, covering downtime, covering leaks that come out during the downtime. If there is any, actually, you know, I'm sure there will be downtime, but I wonder how the downtime is going to. No, we know it's probably just gonna be like normal. But no, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Kind of just finish up this game. And yeah, we'll just finish up this game. We'll do some talking during the game. Oh, it's a 1v1. I did not realize that there was. Oh shoot! And I did not realize the guy was in the bush and that he was gonna. Yeah, he won. Ah, 11 HP. If I could have got some, maybe would have won that. But it was nice talking to you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the live. Peace.